Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'm Laurel with Guided by Love, and if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for being part of this soul family. I love the comments, I love the likes, the shares, the subscribing. Thank you so much for building this soul family. It means so much to me. And, like I'm sure a lot of other people, I have felt guided to do this channel from day one. So it's been a process. So let's start. This is Twin Flame Message, and this is the Healing Spirits Oracle deck that I'm going to start with for the journey. I also have the Universal Love deck that I'm going to get a message from your person with. So, and anything else, if Spirit guides me to do, to pull in any other cards, I will. But let's see what we got for this Twin Flame message today. Right off the bat, something's flying out. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what are the messages that we need to know for this day? Okay, I feel like that's it. And bottom of the deck, it's time to move forward. Yeah, we've been getting this message hugely that it's time to move forward. This is 5 change. So I feel, boy, I feel like with this card, there is, I'm going to put it in the form of a breakthrough happening in you, in your connection. I feel like the divine feminine is that light that helps, the masculine move forward, move toward the light, really helps to awaken them to the light. And if you look, there's this connecting of energy within the heart chakra, or the personal, the upper chakras, to the divine. And I see this as a light bulb, like there's going to be a beautiful breakthrough in the connection. Also, for you individually, it may mean that you are going to have some ideas that come through from the divine. It might be, and follow them. It might be, they may be giving you ideas about how to access your creativity. Once again, because, if you've been having trouble accessing it, the divine may give you, ideas on how to access your creativity. They also may be, giving you ideas on how to connect with your inner child, playfulness through creativity. So, but I see those themes like major right now, connecting to our creativity, using it to express ourselves, and and really, coming into that playfulness and that joy of the journey. And, kind of that's placing the energy back on ourselves, within ourselves, is so that we can go forward. And, the divine masculine will be drawn to that. So, it's really taking the emphasis off of them and putting it back on ourselves in a healthy way, and really, connecting with spirit, and really listening to, and, doing the things that spirit advises through creativity, through playfulness, and through our inner child. So, a beautiful message. And know that there's change coming. This means that there's lots of change coming in. There's a transformation happening right now between the two of you within the connection. Always in motion. Yeah, even though things may feel stuck or stagnant, know that things are always in motion. It's this this journey is not linear, it's spiral. And so there's always things in motion. There's always the angels and the divine working behind the scenes. to help, reunite you coming back together. And I'm actually seeing the staghorns in this as well, union. Um, yeah, it's so interesting. And I'm seeing it like I'm seeing them connected. I'm seeing them connected like at the ears. And I have been feeling this strong ear activation. And, and I'm also seeing this is like, this is like, you focusing on letting go. And it's like I see somebody with their arms out, how you were a kid, when you were a kid. I don't know if you did this, but I can remember at one time doing it where you'd put your arms out straight and you'd run around the yard going woo, 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 like you were an airplane. And that's what I'm seeing. So it's, focusing on letting go and feeling that freedom of, that innocence of, your inner child again. And, really connecting with yourself. Accessing that inner child and knowing that things are happening, allowing that energy to come in to you and that things are happening behind the scenes, and that whirling, that spiral energy is coming within you as you go within and quiet the mind. You may even, some of you are going to feel that energy coming down within you. And it's that, I love this, love this picture. It's that unending love. It's the eternal love between the two of you. And, it starts within yourself. And this is that magenta energy coming in with the divine, the magenta being the universal, the magenta being your purpose, your, greater gifts for humanity, and the divine energy there mixed in as well. And, all of it creating the light, taking you back to your original nature of innocence, of love, of light. And I just see so much in this, but it's beautiful. So finding that, and this is number 22 for, so stability, security, safety. And the 22, the universe having your back. And then we have a 3, you have the power to make yourself better. And this is, accessing, grounding deep within the earth, accessing the earth energy, grounding yourself deeply, and allowing yourself to focus inward, which extends, your spirit up into the heavens, connects you with the divine, the higher power. So grounding yourself and extending, surrendering and being able to connect by going within. You have the power to make yourself better. You have that healing ability within you. There's so much healing energy here. And then there's the orange, the creative energy here, and the universe having your back. But if you check out a tree when you're in the woods, if you check out a tree that is, even the trees that are, that have their bark peeled off of them, and that maybe have lost their top, have through a storm or whatever it is, have been, they've lost part of their trunk, the top of their trunk. Those trees are still grounded and rooted into the earth. And if you touch them, put your hand on them, you can feel the powerful energy that they still have, even though they've lost part of, part of their growth, part of the top of their tree. There's so much power that they hold. So try that today if you get a chance. It's amazing. I I did that with a tree that was near a river, and it blew me away. I called it the powerhouse tree because it was phenomenal how much power is there. So, even if you're new to this journey, or you're just starting out, or, there is so much power in you that is waiting to be expressed, and, that is waiting to be, used for the good of healing yourself and helping others through the light. And then we have, you have the ability to affect your own destiny. Wow. So this is really crazy. You have the ability to make yourself better, and you have the ability to create your own destiny. And, I can tell you stories about both of these in my own life, how I am an example of, over and over again, how I've had to make myself better through this journey, having, major illness, and having to, go within, and, just really using my will and the will of God, really tapping within, to help me heal dis-ease that was in my body. And this is, you have the ability to affect your own destiny. This is a 41 of 5. So we have 55 today, major change. So the way you affect your own destiny is by working on yourself. It's like, I was listening to this song last night while I was painting. Spirit had me do this. They suggested that I as I paint, that I pick a color. I'll share this with you because maybe some of you want to do this. That I pick a color that I start painting with, and I just, I have a very abstract painting that I did, and I named it, but I picked a color, and they said pick a color and pick a song with the same first letter of that color. So I went to I went to Prince, and is it Prince that has man? Oh no, I went to Michael Jackson, and I went to Man in the Mirror. I needed an M, and because I used a metallic paint, so I needed an M, so I went to Man in the Mirror, and I listened to that, and it's like, what does it say in that song? In order to change yourself, in order to change the world, look at yourself, look at the man in the mirror, or the woman, but look at the person, the man in the mirror, look at the person. So in order to make that change, as Michael Jackson talks about in that song, it's like you have to look within and connect within with spirit. And this is that very, you have the ability to affect your own destiny. This is very deep root chakra energy. So yeah, releasing any fear from the root chakra. So you may want to cleanse your root chakra today, but you can do that by going out in nature. Standing, this shows the water here, standing, and there's a person, I just noticed there's a person standing by the water. And you can cleanse yourself just by standing at the edge of the water and pulling, imagining that energy of the water flowing in through your feet, up, all the way up, and, and releasing it out, releasing any energy that no longer serves you out into the water. You can do it through the palms of your hands, the same thing. So you're releasing and cleansing just by being next to the water. And definitely you might want to, if it resonates with you, to cleanse that root chakra. Then we have listen to the voice within, it persists. And this is, you know, there's so many changes going on in your connection right now. And you both are finding, finding your, clearing and cleansing and, clearing and cleansing and purifying your energy. You're both, healing from the inside out, really connecting with that earthy energy. Knowing that there's things always in motion, things happening behind the scenes, spirit aligning both of you. And, this is the time for that change to happen. And there's going to be epiphanies, light bulb moments for both of you. When, you'll know when the divine timing is, but this says, listen to the voice within, it persists. So if you're getting parrot guidance, repeating messages within, that this is a sign that you need to listen. And I've talked about this before. If there's something that keeps repeating, you need some listen and, and do what what they're asking you to do. It may be that you spend the day nurturing yourself. It may be that you spend some time creating, through music, through art, through dance, through yoga, however, through movement. It may be that you take a nap today, but this is asking you to listen to that voice within, because there's spirit, lots of light coming down to help, and it's cracking open and, cracking things open for the change to come in, for more light to come in within your connection. And this is a 39, which is equals to 12 and breaks down to 3. So it's that creativity, abundance. And we got a blessing today of prosperity. So this is all, look at this, how close it resembles that. I am blown away. Wow. So if you want to watch my blessing of the day, wow, they just had me look at that card and pull it up. Very, very similar energy. So listen to that guidance that you're getting, because it's going to help you on your journey. And birth, death, and rebirth for 3. And then we have heal the past and fix tomorrow. And that's kind of the same message as you have the ability to affect your own destiny, that the healing starts from within yourself. Healing, maybe it's forgiveness, maybe it's surrendering things to the divine. This is heal the past and fix tomorrow. This is abundance. As you do this is abundance coming in for you, for the connection. So this is the importance of, focusing within, putting the energy back on you and focusing within yourself, looking at the man in the mirror, because as you do that, your person follows, the energy of what you do. So as you focus on yourself, they focus on their self, and they're drawn to your light. They're magnetically drawn to, to that energy of playfulness, of creativity. That is what they're drawn to. So really beautiful messages, guys. So let's get, and I feel like there's some throat chakra, because my voice got a little raspy as I got on here. So I feel like there's maybe some throat chakra releasing as well. And you can, grounding yourself and cleansing, your throat chakra will help with that as well. Ooh, and we got 2 messages coming out. And if I, there I go again. If there's nudity in these cards, which I'm seeing that there will be some, I have to cover up the nudie parts because YouTube is pretty specific about that. So this is, they're telling you, I know we're soulmates. I know we're soulmates. And, This card is showing they know it. They see, they see the beauty of you, not just physically, but they see the beauty of your light. They see how you've emerged out of, the muck and the mire, and they see this transformation that you've gone through, not just them, but other people as well. And there's the rainbow of protection, the rainbow of blessings. And this is moon energy, tapping into the moon energy, because this is intuition. You knowing exactly what's going on with them because of your intuition. You may, right now, because you're each going through personal transformation, may not be hearing as much telepathically, but your intuition is coming on fire, connecting to that moon energy, and that's bringing in a lot of intuitive knowing. But this is as you continue to emerge and, really emerge and shine your light and focus on you. This card is showing that you're going to continue to transform, continue to glow with the light, and they know you're their soulmate. They know you're the one they're supposed to be with. And it's in divine timing, letting God, surrendering, because it looks like she's just letting go and surrendering. It's like that first card that we got. Oh, I gotta pull that out again. This one, letting go and surrendering, just letting everything go. And I find being out in nature so allows that to happen too. But just letting everything go and just surrendering to the divine and focusing on your beauty and your creativity. And how spirit wants you to get into your creativity. It may be something you've never tried before, and something that's playful, that's joyful to you. So that's the first message from them is, they know your soulmates. They see the difference in you compared to other women. And this is tantric union. Wow. So this is, tantric is the sexual energy between the two of you. It's, if you look, there's vibration happening up and down the spine. This is the Kundalini rising, and this is the intense tantric sexual energy that's rising between the two of you. And they're not only magnetically drawn to your beauty and your energy, to the glow up that's happening they're so drawn to your light, but they're so drawn magnetically. There's this primal need for, for you as you continue to evolve and glow up. The energy, this sexual tantric energy between the two of you, maybe creating a third energy, which is the energy of union, the energy of God between the two of you. And this is a tremendous pull, pull of answering the call of the feeling, the connection of this eternal love, feeling it on a deep, deep Kundalini level that they've never experienced with anyone else. So this is the depth of the connection. This is the depth of the individual within the connection is what I'm getting. So they know through both of these cards, they're saying, I know you're the one. So they know, and this is just time right now to focus on and develop each part. This is at the bottom of the deck, so I got to bring this in, the gateway. Here's the example. Oh my God. Here's the example. One individual, and in between is the third energy being generated. And, and this is the common, the common areas, the balance, the alignment. But right now you're both still focusing on each of yourselves to come together and start this third energy of union, of coming back together, of complete oneness. And with that comes so much prosperity and blessings. So I know this is a longer reading. I hope this helped, and I'm wishing you a wonderful, magical day. Namaste.